Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin is a pumping. Let's freaking go. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, including the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kyler. Spoiler alert, Roger tried to hijack Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash. He threw billions at this moronic idea and lost. Scammers go to prison. The end. Also in today's show, Bitcoin post-halving price consolidation can last for 2 months, according to this Bitfinex report. I'll also be sharing Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs are not enough to absorb the US ETF selling pressure, as well as breaking news, MicroStrategy to launch Bitcoin-based decentralized ID solution, as well as trader who called the 2021 collapse issues a Bitcoin alert and says Bitcoin may be in for more downside. I'll be sharing his latest targets. We'll also be discussing Cathie Wood raises her Bitcoin price target and says institutions may push Bitcoin to this astronomical level of 3.8 million per BTC. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam-a-lam. What it do? La Familia. Holla. Juan Espino. Welcome. Party time, Knoxville. Lazarus Hand in the building. Ellen Tosh. Che Jam. Jennifer. Dankness. What's good? Bring facts in the building. Let's go. I'm ready for 75,000 biddy. Send it, Bill. Nice to be heading back up to the 60 G's, baby. Just don't call it a comeback. Bitcoin's been here for years, peer to peer.
60 G's, baby! Don't call it a comeback. Bitcoin's been here for years, peer to peer. Bigger suckers to fear.
Shout out WCB, Bitcoin Trini, what it do? Almost back to 60. We are close. We're up 2,200 on the day. Thank the Lord. Yeah, man. Pretty lit. Gotta appreciate the price action. It seems Jay Powell's speech pumped the markets. Thank God for the dip. That's right. That's right. Stacking sats on the low. Shout out Guido, Cosmocom. Welcome. Bitcoin will reach 110,000 by September. Send it, Daniel. I'd love to see that. Love you and your dancing gear there, Devon. Y'all know I'm praying for it. 1 Bitcoin on Munguia. Are you really betting a Bitcoin on him versus Canelo? You're betting on the undefeated young prospect. Right on. I watched the press conference. De La Hoya and him were going back and forth. It was actually quite hilarious. Need to DCA today. Why not? Sub 60,000 sounds like a bargain to me. You know what I mean? Bitcoin STU, welcome. Getting my Tangem wallet in the mail soon. I can't wait to secure my coinage. Good for you, Bill. Love to hear that. Take your Bitcoin and crypto off the exchanges and put it in a cold storage device. Smart move there. 100%. Let's go. The shirt is fly, JB. Well, you know, I'm kind of a fly guy there, Guido. Pump it up. Thanks for the reminder.
Pump, 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 pump it up. Pump, 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 pump it up.
Yeah, recovering quite fast. I told you these dips are very short-lived. When we consolidate or correct, it is what it is. I say expect extreme volatility around times of the halving. That's pre-halving and post-halving. So this is normal, nothing out of the ordinary, but we do recover fast. So take advantage of the dips if you're looking to stack them sats, if you know what I mean. Shout out Manuel. The dip helped me get closer to a biddy. Nice. That's a win. Let's see 100K soon. Send it. Is it me or is it glitching? Hopefully it's you. Hopefully it's you. Let me know, fam. I'm monitoring the stream on my mobile. And it's not glitching on the mobile, so I'm hoping it's just an isolated incident. Try a refresh, see if that fixes it. My worker Ralph said Bitcoin is better than his wife, India. Or Linda, my bad, Linda. Of course Bitcoin's better than Linda. Sorry, Linda. It was glitching before, good to note. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, yo. Much love from MN, Minnesota. Thanks for keeping it real, JV, and to the mods. Shout out Nick G. Appreciate that. Like button smash. Thank you, Tough T. Linda, don't listen. Listen, Linda. Wasn't that a skit back in the day with like a young kid, and he's calling his mom Linda, and he's like, listen, Linda. I actually remember that now. Pito de Burrow in the house. Shout out Pito de Burrow. Cathie Wood talk bathwater talk, yes or no? Yeah, yo, it may be this bathwater talk, huh? Cathie, shout out to the broskies. Let's freaking go. Let's go, Surge. Let's go, Trini. Mob Marley. Linda don't listen. Exactly. We're going to pump soon, baby. We already pumping. We're up 2,400 on the day. Not bad. Damn it, Janet. Are we referring to Miss Binance? Miss Yellen? Linda, you're not listening to me, Linda. Yeah, that's the one. Bulls on parade. Let's go, Bulls. Shit out, Kitty Crusher. Appreciate your guys' support. If you're just joining us, pump the likes, pump the stream. We're about to kick this show into high gear. Ellen, that's right. Rocky Horror. I remember that Rocky Horror show. That's old school. Super old school. I remember I had an uncle who had that on Laserdisc back when Laserdisc was a thing, like the old throwback Rocky Horror show. I left a suggesting in the suggestion box. Air horns are every bullish news happens. Do you want an air horn? We can definitely add an air horn if that's what you guys want. Pump it up if you came and went long. When the dip came, you just ate like King Kong. Shout out Little Bubble on the track. Let's do this time warp. Is it time warp time? It's just a jump to the left. Don Nolan. Greatness. What it do? Bitcoin 59 G's, baby.
60 G's, baby!
You already know. You know what it is? It's orange panty night. Back at your home with your wife when you stack sats sub 60,000, just saying.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, yeah? Back at home with your wife. It's a celebration.
It's a celebration, 59,000 BTC. But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, important, make sure to subscribe to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Also equally important, if you're gaining value out of today's show, pump the like. It helps pump the stream, and it's greatly appreciated, as always. Today is pod episode number 1627. I'm your host, JV. It's May 2nd, 2024. Another Thursday as we hit the end of the week. Bitcoin is up $2,300 on the day. Nice low recovery, back above 59,000. Let's take a look at our market watch as we do each and every day. Bitcoin up 4%, now trading at 59,200. Ether up 3.5%, trading back at around 3,000, while Solana up 12.5%. Even Cardano up 5%. And check in now the coin market cap. We can see the crypto market cap sitting at roughly 2.19 trillion with 90 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance 52.7%. Ether dominance 16.3%. My question for the broskies, how high will that Bitcoin dominance climb for this cycle? Let me know your thoughts in that live chat. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours. Pepe leading the pack, up 23%, followed by Arweave, up 20%, followed by Bonk, up almost 20%. Below that, we have Whiff, Jupe, Floki, Sol, Tau, and IMX. Now, which alts in particular are y'all most bullish on for this bull run? Holla. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the day. Finally, everything back in the green. Past few days, everything has been bleeding, getting Rex City and in the red. And zooming out on the monthly, still got Rex City overall. A lot of big corrections for the altcoin market. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're all the way down in fear. It's been a very long time since we visited fear. We're rated a 43. Yesterday was a 54. Last week a 72. And last month a 79 in extreme greed. So there you go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Greetings to all. Kepler, what it do? BTFD, Leonard Ray, you already know. Sheba, says Ellen. What other alts are you guys bullish on? JV, we moving high today. That's right, official Lele Bright Send it. Let's get back above 60 G's. We're so close, only 1,000 away. You know what I mean? Number 138 says virtual CEO. What you referring to on the 138? Fear means we are going to pump soon, pretty much. The lower we are in fear or extreme fear, the more likely of a major pump, and vice versa. When we're in extreme greed, the more likely of a pullback, in which we just experienced. Theta, says Laura. Right on. Anyone else bullish on Theta? Bullish on CAW, C-A-W. Already used profits to add to my Bitcoin bag, says WCB. Haven't heard of that one. 57, I love it. That means Bitcoin is about to blow at least 3x. Send it. What is that? 180,000 Bitcoin? I'm ready. 3.8 million prediction. Shout out to Cathie Wood. You got that right, virtual CEO. You already know. You know what I mean?
Pump it up if your game and went long. When the dip hit, you just stayed like King Kong. More than 5 shots in your stack, then get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song.
Yes, and we smoked them like a bong. JV, try and buy more core. What do you mean by that? Buy more core. Are you just referring to Bitcoin? Bitcoin core? Big Papa. Bitcoin, just relax, please. Stay here for a while. I love it when they call me Big Papa. Put your hands in the air if you stacking sats on the low. I loaded up on the Cardano last night, says El Dorena. Well, congrats. Definitely one of the top gainers on the day. No Diddy, JV. Bitcoin about to blow. No Diddy. Of course, no Diddy. We heard Kramer report that. Thank you, Kramer. We inversed that and stacked sats till we got up. Back. Just got off with the Bitcoin CEO. He says, stay strong. We go into 1 million. Shout out Satoshi. Thanks for letting us know what the Bitcoin CEO had to say. Let's go. You already know, Trini. Watching from Cornwall, England. Shout out Fairground Fun Fairs UK. Let's get it. So we're not using pause anymore. It's no Diddy now. Correct. No Diddy. Don't touch them alts. A bunch of high risk developer manipulated scams. No Diddy.
He said, we bought more bags, still we got a sword back.
You can't short your dork, we can't afford that. Shorters, silly shorters.
Wait for the pump to come.
They should have bought that. 2-0, they really thought that. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We appreciate it. I know it's a coming. Can we just start the countdown? Says GT Lions. Let's go. But anyways, let's kick it with some Bitcoin technical analysis, aka astrology. For the men, for the broskies, Bitcoin may have shocked some with its move to 56.5 on May 1st, yesterday. But in broader terms, this bull market pullback appears cathartic to the market health, as Checkmate shows a gradual deleveraging across Bitcoin futures has been ongoing since Bitcoin's latest all-time highs since mid-March. This, he argues, is putting an end to the bull market excess. Quitting them here. For those of you around in 2021, the Bitcoin bull market, you will remember the massive derivatives-led deleveraging events which killed it. Are we seeing derivatives-led flush out today? I don't think so. This chart compared the come down from Bitcoin's trip to 58,000 during Q1 of 2021. Ironic how close we are in price action. Talk about deja vu. Comparing the previous bull run to the existing. And Checkmate reference continued flat funding rates across derivatives as a clear distinguishing factor between the market now and 3 years ago. Quoting him again, funding rates have cooled off gradually, not violently, which is very healthy to see. It suggests we didn't see a massive futures margin call yesterday. So with that, attention turned to other sources for the latest Bitcoin price cascade downwards, one which at the time of writing had failed to recover much beyond the lows. Quoting them here, futures markets also saw 2 statistically significant deleveraging events prior to this sell-off. We did hit 2 overheated points on the rally into the 73,000 all-time high, but it cooled off quickly. Again, doesn't feel like derivatives were the dominant factor in this Bitcoin sell-off. Now let's discuss Bitcoin sliding below the ETF cost basis on the topic of ETFs and what could be a knee-jerk reaction to the Bitcoin price performance by investors, even BlackRock. iShares Bitcoin Trust, which is iBit, shed nearly 40 million, its worst day on record. A similar story was visible for all the ETF products, with ETF flows across the board negative per data from sources, including UK-based investment firm Farside. The largest outflow came from Fidelity Investments of 191 million, as outlined right here, quoting Mikey Bull. Bitcoin price path to create more fear across the market and then bottom for upward continuation. IBIT experienced 36.9 million in its first ever outflow since the ETF approval due to the price currently being below the cost basis. Remember, in every Bitcoin bull cycle, good news always signals the top, while bad news signals the bottom. Now, on the discussion of the crypto greed and fear index, as I pointed out, we're finally low as we've been in a very long time, currently rated a 43 out of 100 in fear. In quoting Max Kaiser, spoiler alert, Roger Ver tried to hijack Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash. He threw billions at this moronic idea and lost. Scammers go to prison. The end. Now, if you missed the news, we broke it down yesterday. Roger Ver got arrested on tax fraud for allegedly owing $50 million to the U.S. government, even though he denounced his U.S. citizenship and became a citizen of Japan, I believe a decade ago. So there's been a lot of controversy there. So let me know your thoughts on all the stories. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Let's freaking go. JV in the house. Thank you, Devon. Devon in the house. Core is the most aligned Bitcoin blockchain. Stake Bitcoin and earn Core every day. You can do more research about it. So again, when you say Core, are you referring to BTC or are you referring to an alternative version of Bitcoin? I just want to be clear because some people refer to Bitcoin as Core. So that's why I asked. A little late today, but I am here. All good, Jennifer. Welcome. What up, JV and Pleb? Shout out to J-Dub. How you been? Been a minute. Where you been? I can't buy any alts until I feel like I own enough Bitcoin, which I never do. The struggle is real, Molly. The struggle is real. What if you can have is the tip? What if all you have is the tip? What are you referring to there? Eldorena. Golden showers. What are we talking about in the chat, guys? This is a family-friendly show. R. Kelly Chocolate Factory album, still one of the best of all time. Are we going to take it there? I guess we just did. Jesus. Unholy Almond, welcome to the stream, family. Shout out Dan Babcock. Good to see you. What up, what up, what up? Besides Pepe, good point, Mankey. Pepe is the top gainer on the day out of the top 100. What else is up? Well, Bitcoin is up. That's what's up. You already know. Hilarious conversations in the chat today.
Again. Call me 3AC cause I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump.
Megadon, JV, Puerto Rico party, 100 G's, May 19th. I love the prediction. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Yes, Rumble talk, guys. Don't get JV in trouble. There's a family-friendly show on the tube. Shout out to the Rumble fam. That's where we do the uncensored version of the pod. We have the adult talk and all the shenanigans that comes along with it, if you know what I mean. Gonna pump.
They drop foot, but it's still not slowing it up. I can't wait till the Fed start showing its love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Anyone relate? What's good, David Nelson? Anyone watching those ETF inflows? They are flowing. That's why we're a pumping. Let's go. So you already know. Cheers, David. Who else is here in the stream? Let me know. Don't be a stranger. Don't be shy. This is live and interactive each and every motherfucking day, if you know what I mean. And yeah, today is May 2nd. Tomorrow's already Friday. End of the week. End of the week pump, weekend pump it up. One Glencoe, welcome, better late than never. May is going to be the beginning of a new all-time high in this what? Crypto Chicks represent. Shout out Jennifer. Big ETF outflows yesterday, including the BlackRock. I hope it is the last of it. Amen to that. Shout out Capital Fed Group. Welcome to the stream. But anyways, let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss this consolidation. Bitcoin post-halving price consolidation can last for 2 months. That's right. According to analysts over at Bitfinex, Bitcoin could experience up to 2 months of this price consolidation following the halving. The latest edition of the Bitfinex Alpha Market Report notes Bitcoin can continue to be the price action benchmark for the crypto market in May and the leading indicator for the entire crypto market cap. According to the report, the macroeconomic environment is more resilient than its previous years, and the likelihood of a rate cut remains low, at least for the short term. Furthermore, the analyst said that general consumers and businesses are better prepared and informed about the state of the underlying economy when compared to the previous crypto market cycles. Quoting the report, consequently, we believe we could see a 1 to 2 month consolidation of the Bitcoin prices, trading in a range of swings of 10,000 on either side. Let me know if you agree. The report adds that any positive impact of the Bitcoin price following the halving, which has reduced the supply of the new Bitcoin to the market, will be seen in the later months. Quoting the report again, at this point, the economy is also expected to be performing better, having achieved a soft landing and avoiding a recession. And various crypto traders offer similar views on Bitcoin's recent consolidation from its all-time highs we hit. That was mid-March. Feels like yesterday. Macau Van Day Pop shared that the Bitcoin dominance may have peaked as traders begin to shift liquidity to the alts. Crypto trader Matthew Hyland echoed this, highlighting Bitcoin's market dominance is losing major support. The Bitfinex Alpha report also dived into technical details of Bitcoin's dropping market dominance, noting Bitcoin halving historically sees attention shift towards the alts, which rally and gain the market share. Quoting them again, this shift occurs as Bitcoin's reduced supply growth rate is seen as long-term bullish development, which increases investor risk appetite, leading to investors to seek potentially higher returns from alternative cryptos. Now, Ether's recent market performance has seen it outperform Bitcoin in gains for 2 consecutive weeks, a metric which last occurred all the way back in February of 2023. The analysts add that a 7.5% increase into the ETH/Bitcoin metric marks ETH's strongest weekly gain against Bitcoin since the start of the year. The report also highlights Ether's long-term role as a proxy for the alt market, making it historical first mover before other alts catch up in terms of market trends. Now, Checkmate, the lead analyst over at Glassnode, commented on Bitcoin's recent consolidation. He explained that a gradual deleveraging across Bitcoin futures has been ongoing since Bitcoin's latest all-time highs in mid-March, and the current local high family is sitting just north of $73,800. Let me know when you feel we're likely to re-enter price discovery, eclipsing the previous all-time high of 73.8. Holla. Do you think that happens here in May? Do you think it'll be a while? Maybe not till the following month. I want to know your thoughts, fam. Let me know. Welcome, Bitcoin trainee. Everything is all good in the Bitcoin hood. You guys don't want to miss the Rumble stream. The conversations are fire. Thank you, Don George. Greatly appreciate that. Definitely my favorite segment of the live stream is the uncensored version of the pod. You got that right. Do you think the United Arab Emirates is going to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF? Yeah, I think all countries have to follow suit, and we're seeing that. The game theory is playing out. It started in the US. We got the 10 ETFs approved January, right? January 11th. Now we have Hong Kong officially approved with both spot Bitcoin and Ether. Now we have talk of Australia approving theirs before the end of the month, and only a matter of time before the Middle East has their own versions, of course. Side note, hodling DJT and up 2,000. Congratulations. Is that the Donald Trump stock there, family, for True Social? June will be 6 months of the ETFs, and Bitcoin will blast off unlike anything we have ever seen. Wouldn't be surprised with 120 G's, baby. That's right. That's a 2x from today's price action, right? Virtually 60 G's times 2, 120,000. And speaking of 60 G's,
60 G's, baby!
this infamous sound clip is going to live forever. It's going up forever, Laura. Glitchy and sticky. Anybody else? Crypto today. Are you talking about the stream? It's glitchy. Loud and clear now. Man, not sure what's going on. Must be the internet trolls. My apologies. Try a refresh if you're glitching or freezing. We haven't even hit the supply shock. Buy the biddies. Why you can. Tell them Mickfoot and Ader. 160 G's, baby. I like that better, Mankey. We need to add the 100 to that soundbite. 225,000 end of year. Send it. Stream is good, says Don. 60 G's. Bring it. It's time.
let me do my thing. You know we bout as long as a piece of string. Shoulders closing fast for you do your ass.
Come on now. Bounce, bounce. Come on, bounce.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it.
What you know about pumping it up? Glitchy up here in the Northwest, well, but it's okay. Good to note. As long as you guys can hear me, you should be golden. I am monitoring it on the phone. On my mobile device, it's good, so I'm not sure why it does that on certain... Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's up with that. YouTube, what's up with that? Pump it up. Come on, send it. Let's go. What up, what up? Good to see you, McFootnator. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm number one. Sorry, I lied.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So stop wasting your money on marketing schemes. A dope MC is a dope MC. Y'all remember that throwback. Shout out KRS-One on that. 81,000 Canadian dollars right now. Oh, Canada. Anyways, fam, keep the comments pumping. We appreciate it. And thank you guys. Let's move into our next story of the day. The latest from Hong Kong. Headline reads, Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs not enough to absorb the US ETF. Selling pressure. That's right. The inflows from the recently launched spot Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong are not enough to cover the outflows from the 11 United States-based spot ETFs. So far, Hong Kong ETFs saw 217 million worth of net inflows this week, according to a May 2nd post. And the inflows are less than 300 million worth of net outflows generated by the 11 US spot ETFs this week, according to Dune Analytics, as outlined here. The institutional inflows from the ETFs were a significant part of the current Bitcoin rally to new all-time highs. And by February 15th, Bitcoin ETFs accounted for about 75% of new investment in the world's largest crypto as it surpassed the 50,000 mark. Meanwhile, Fidelity's Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund accounted for the majority of May 1st outflows, selling over 191 million worth a Bitcoin, and Grayscale's ETF accounted for the second largest daily outflows of 167 million worth of Bitcoin on May 1st, according to the Farside data. Now, the first batch of the Hong Kong Bitcoin and Ether-based ETFs launched for trading on April 30th, creating excitement amongst crypto holders. However, trading activity has been disappointing. The Hong Kong-based ETFs only amassed 12.4 million in trading volume during the first day, which pales compared to the first day trading volume of the US spot Bitcoin ETFs, valued at 4.6 billion. That's right. This is a high figure considering the size of the Hong Kong market, equivalent to 1.6 billion worth of trading volume in the US. Quoting Eric Valchunas, you have to understand that Hong Kong is 168th the size of the United States. So while the inflow is relatively small, the debut of the Hong Kong ETFs can set a significant precedent for over the other jurisdictions, according to James Woe, the founder and CEO of DFG, who shared the ETFs open up the Asian markets to crypto exposure, which can likely push the prices up in the long term as more countries likely follow the footsteps of Hong Kong as well. So could Bitcoin revisit as low as 50,000 after this ETF debut? Let's touch upon it. The debut for the Hong Kong ETF proved to be the sell the news type event for Bitcoin holders as Bitcoin fell below the 60,000 psychological mark on May 1st. In fact, we tapped 56, but we have already recovered quite well, currently sitting at roughly 59,000 at the time of this recording. And quoting another analyst, Jag Kuhner, while the price predictions are not appropriate based on these, the short-term hodlers is a crucial support level for Bitcoin to hold, and on losing it, or the average ETF buyer cost basis, there's a high likelihood that there's a cascade down to the low 50,000s. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think we'll surge right back above 60? Do you think we'll maybe potentially touch as low as 50,000, continue correcting? Do you think we'll have continued sideways trading action? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll read these out loud. I was going to upload some man's money into Bitcoin if it hits 50. Oh, some poor man's money. Fiat. Hong Kong, Australia, Qatar, El Salvador, Ethiopian, Russian mining, Bitcoin, American mining, Bitcoin as an asset is taking over the world. Cheers to that. We're definitely taking over. And we all knew Bitcoin is the takeover. Bitcoin is the revolution as we step away from the fiat corrupt matrix, right? Bitcoin is the orange pill. And what do? We orange pill the masses. JB, what do we call them? I mean, we asked Michael Saylor.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
Tell Putin to free the Bitcoin. Come on, Putin, free the Bitcoin. I told my husband, all I want for my birthday besides a kiss from him is more sats and a membership to Crypto News Alerts. We'll greatly appreciate all your support, Molly. You're a fantastic mod, fantastic wife, and you're already a member, so respect.
People that use fiat currency
We call them
as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor.
There you go. That's what we call them. 59 G's, baby. 60,000 today. Bitcoin peeps be hodling. That's right. Hodl, hodl, hodl. You know all about that hodl gang, GT. You know? People that use fiat currency as a store of value. We call them... Nailed it. Anyways, let's discuss the latest from MicroStrategy. Headline reads, MicroStrategy to launch Bitcoin-based decentralized ID solution. That's right. The largest corporate holder of Bitcoin has announced it's going to launch a decentralized identity solution on the Bitcoin network that uses ordinal-based inscriptions to store and retrieve information. The solution is called MicroStrategy Orange. Let's go. It was unveiled by Saylor during the company's Bitcoin for Corporations conference yesterday, May 1st. MicroStrategy Orange is an open source, not dependent on side chains, and can process up to 10,000 decentralized identifiers in a single Bitcoin transaction, so Saylor claimed, quoting him here. It aims is to deliver trustless, tamper-proof, and long-lived decentralized identities using only the public Bitcoin blockchain as a data source, according to an unofficial draft document of the solution shared by MicroStrategy on GitHub. The decentralized identifiers will allow pseudonymity to the same way the real-world identifiers are not tied to Bitcoin addresses and transactions. And you can see Saylor releasing this here yesterday as a speaker for the corporations Bitcoin for Corporations conference. MicroStrategy Orange comprises Orange Service, Orange SDK, and Orange Applications. Orange Services allows users to issue these DIDs on their personal or personnel and deploy applications, while Orange SDK and Orange Apps provide customization tools to integrate specific services on mobile and desktop devices. One application already built by MicroStrategy is Orange for Outlook, which integrates digital signatures into emails to ensure recipients can verify the true identity of the sender. The onboarding process involves accepting an invitation email signed by MicroStrategy DID, which will then generate a unique DID, which is a public and private key pair for the user. The user's DID and public key are inscribed on the Bitcoin network so they can start sending out invitations to their personnel to create their own digital identity. As outlined here, this is how the sign and verify workflow would work. Now, the firm wants MicroStrategy Orange applications to extend to other messaging platforms, social media networks, and applications in the e-commerce, enterprise, and fintech industries. It comes as MicroStrategy just reported a $53 million net loss for the first quarter on April 30th. However, the reporting uses the traditional accounting method, which didn't factor in the 65% increase in the market value of MicroStrategy's now 214,400 Bitcoin, worth $15.2 billion at the time over the quarter. And yes, they're continuing to stack sats, as we announced the other day. They just made another purchase, and I don't think they're slowing down anytime soon. So there you have it. MicroStrategy implementing Bitcoin Orange here, where they could ultimately use the blockchain for something positive, which is pretty dope. Let me know your thoughts on all that. Have we had the halving yet? Yeah, the halving was like 12 days ago. It was on the evening of the 19th roughly 8:30 p.m. We witnessed the halving. We ushered in the halving live on this stream. Let me know if you were tuned in. It was pretty lit. We actually celebrated and everything. Sounds awesome. That's right. The halving was on the 19th of the last month. Facts. That's precisely correct. So the fourth halving is official. We're post-halving right now, and according to the stock to flow, the post-halving value is going to be anywhere from 100,000 per Bitcoin to 1 million between 2024 and 2028. I love the new people to crypto. Yeah, shout out to all the new people, the old people, the not so old people, the not so young people, and everyone in between.
Make it fierce, tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bench go boom, explosion.
Shout out Mark. Hi, JV. Looks like it was a good move yesterday buying the dip heading to 60. You're damn right. If you're able to scoop up sats on the low from anywhere from 57, or 56 to 59, you're in the green. Another beautiful day to stack some sats. Preach. Shout out Barack Monfils Evangelista. Appreciate you, broski. Good to see you. Yeah. Guys, keep it as simple. If you're new to crypto, every 4 years there is a top to Bitcoin. Learn how it works. Real estate transactions should have already been on the time chain watching the project called Proppy. Right on, McFootnator. Yeah, tokenizing the world. We know BlackRock clearly doing that. And everything will be tokenized one day or another. Me scooped up another biddy, another 0.1. Congrats, GT. JV, can you say hi to my wife, Mary? Absolutely. Shout out to Mary Wardlaw. And shout out to Mark. Appreciate your support. Are we about to explode? JB. Who's JB? Joe Buttons? Or Joe Biden? That's not me. Old school. There you go. Thank you for that, Super Barack. Greatly appreciate your support, family. Respect.
It up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump.
Thank you. Hashtag FJB. Now we're talking. I can't wait to feel like a Bitcoin OG. Right on, Molly. Well, you can create that feeling now because you can use your imagination to manifest it. And eventually you will be a Bitcoin OG. Give it some time. Damn autocorrect. I know. Sometimes autocorrect got a mind of its own. Sleep, Brandon, sleep. Another 0.1. Nice. Picked up 0.03. Nice. JV, we about to explode today. We already exploding. Explosion on the blockchain. Ride the wave. BlackRock's going to do all the work. Yes. Pump the Bitcoin price, BlackRock. Please continue to pump. It's a flight to safety. As per your CEO, Lawrence Fink, it's a flight to quality. So you already know what to do. Hashtag FJB. That's right. 100% with you on that one. But anyways, let's keep the show a-flowing. Next story of the day. Let's discuss downside potential. You know this is the most bullish podcast for Bitcoin, hands down. It always has been, even during the bear. But sometimes we got to share some potential downside targets, and then we'll dive into a very bullish $3.8 million prediction from every broski's favorite Bitcoin superwoman by the name of Cathie Wood. And then we'll dive into some live Q&A. Welcome everyone joining the stream. So yeah, the headline here reads, trader who called the 2021 collapse issues a Bitcoin alert and says Bitcoin may be in for more downside. So here's his target. And we're referring to Dave the Wave. He shared on X that he is closely watching to see if Bitcoin will hold support at the key Fibonacci retracement level. And that level is 58 G's, baby. We're currently 1,000 above it, which is pretty dope, but quoting him here, I don't really see too much drama in Bitcoin at the moment. Still in the range, still some wiggle room down to the 0.382 fib. Now, the standard of the previous consolidations, perhaps much of the nervousness, comes from the fact that the price moves in multiple thousands now that it is so high, whereas in terms of percentages, it is Bitcoin normal. It's a good point. The higher the price goes, it seems like maybe a big correction, but it's very minuscule if you consider the number. So the analyst warns a break below the 0.382 Fibonacci, which is around 58,000, can send Bitcoin plummeting to around 48. So that means if we don't hold 58,000 as the line in the sand, the analysts can potentially see us dropping an additional 10,000 to 48 Gs, quoting them here. 58,000 is the 0.382 real retracement of the recent move as commensurate with the previous. Effectively hit now. Let's see if it holds. If not, could be for a larger Bitcoin correction down to 48,000 odd. He also warns that the altcoins will likely plummet if Bitcoin continues to decline. If Bitcoin moves down further, most likely the alts will too. I have some bids set. Well, precisely. That's why we pray for Bitcoin to crush and crush parabolic ascent. Because if we dump and if Bitcoin did hit 48,000 and have another massive correction, you know what's going to happen to the altcoin market? Wreck City. Like some of your favorite alts are going to be down 40, 50, 60, 70%. So that's the nature of the game. That's the game we play with Bitcoin. Nice buying times when it go down. Cathie Wood. Come on, Cathie. Where are my Cathie fans? I will rub Cathie Wood's bunions for a new Lambo. I mean, who wouldn't give someone a foot massage for a new Lambo? Come on now. You got to do something a little better than that. A 10,000 drop, a new wave of whole coiners, says Alan. That is true, though. A lot of people will be buying. I don't think we drop, personally, I'll just say it. I don't think we drop to sub 50,000 because I think the institutions would just be scooping all the smart money in the whales. They're just going to continue scooping up the Bitcoin. However, I mean, anything's possible with black swan events. There's no telling what tomorrow holds. But if I was to guess, I don't see us dropping sub 50,000. So let's see. Paper hands will fold at 48. The diamond hands will tighten even stronger. Plan B just came out with 100,000 2024 minimum. Nice. Yeah, I think we covered Plan B's prediction in yesterday's pod. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. And 500 as the cycle top for 2025. I dig it. 500,000. Send it. We've already bottomed. That guy Fibonacci does no ish. Fibonacci, that guy. Where the fibs at? That's right. So we're going to get the red candle printed or the red dot on the stock, the flow. You already know, Serge. Agree, JV. I do not think we'll drop below 50. Devon agrees. Since January, Bitcoin has been gaining 10,000 a month. What else are you going to get? Those type of returns precisely. Let's not forget. I mean, Bitcoin not too long ago was like, sub 30,000. I mean, beginning of last year. We came from the depths of hell. That was off the back of the regional banking crisis. And then we had the ETF news, which sent Bitcoin, to where we're at. JB, you don't have to drink the bath water for that Lambo. They have to drink yes, of course. There's no way you're not going to drink the bath water if you want the Lambo. Thinking about ditching my valuable sentiments to cop some stores of valuable Satoshi babies. Let's go. Smart. If you have just junk sitting in your house or in your garage and it's not being used and it's just depreciating in value, whatever that junk is, why wouldn't you trade it or sell it to buy some Bitcoin, which is guaranteed to increase your purchasing power, right? So be smart. We're not going to always have a sub 60,000 Bitcoin. A few weeks from now, we may never be, sub 60,000 ever again. Maybe potentially in a few days. I'd rather drink the bath water than perform a humiliation ritual. Well, maybe the humiliation ritual is drinking Cathie Wood's bath water, Alan. Huh? No bath water, JV. Got sick off it a couple of months ago. Exactly. Just say no to the bath H2O. Just say no to the bath H2O. That's the new motto. Oh, crap. I lost my star. I got to stop being so cheap. Exactly, Alan. Well, the good news, you can get a star back for as little as $2.97 a month and become a member of the HODL gang. There should be a button that says join. You just hit the button, become a member. Appreciate it. I've got so many coins I want and no money to put it into it. One coin, someone predicted it, drop 5 zeros by next year. Good Lord. Be careful ish coining. I honestly don't understand why you're discussing these dubious schemes. There are plenty of options like Eladador and similar ones that are fast and profitable. I don't know what you're even talking about. I don't even know who you're referencing. Edison HV7. So if you're referring to Bitcoin as a scheme, God bless you, because if you haven't realized that fiat is the ultimate scheme, there's no saving you. It's all going to zero compared to the biddies. Eldorena. Did you know people used to drink beer because it was the only clean water around? What a time. What times are we talking about? Maybe Cathie Wood's bathes in coconut water. Maybe. Alan, there you go. Appreciate the support. Thanks for joining the HODL gang and becoming a member. Truly do appreciate that. Smash the likes. Thanks for the reminder, Molly. Always much appreciated. I think she bathes in bourbon. Whatever your favorite. I heard JV. I heard she bathes in kombucha. Don't get me started. Late 1800s, I think, in carbonated water. Spindrift. Is she bathing in the Spindrift? Sign me up. Hey, who wouldn't mind taking a bath with, just saying. In her natural juice. So gross there, Chris. I can't wait to see the price 12 months after the halving. Going by its history, we'll hit 400,000, easy peasy. Send it. I'm ready. Who's ready for 400,000? He was a bot. Thank you, Jennifer. You're on top of it. It's not carbonated when she gets in. Just saying. Cheers, Chris. Kombucha bathwater or the Spindrifts? Or could we do the 9.5 pH? We'll put some alkalized water in that bathtub. For the skin, of course. It's for the beauty. Send it, GT. You guys see that Ryan Garcia allegedly tested positive for performance enhancement drugs? A lot of controversy right now in the boxing community over that. AG bathwater. This Cathie Wood bathwater talk is getting too intense. You know you love it, Serge. You know you love it. No, say it ain't so. Right, Data? It's just say it ain't so. Didn't he say it was ashwagandha or some? Yeah, he's just brushing it off as a mistake, so I don't really know what's going on. That's why I say allegedly. But already Devin Haney and the entire boxing community is like going wild. So there's talks that they're trying to overturn his win because Haney was the chosen one to win that, like for the whole sport of boxing. And even Tank Davis says, what's going on with that? You know what I mean? However, so we'll see. I don't know. I like Garcia. I give him the benefit of the doubt until proven guilty, right? Innocent until proven guilty. They were worried about that, and they are letting the men compete against the women. Yeah, hilarious. I will let Cathie give me a golden what for that Lambo? Of course you would. What is that going to take 2 minutes of your time? Now you have a good story to tell the broskies, and you got a freaking Lambo out of it. Maybe that's why Ryan could not lose weight. I don't know. I'm not sure. But like I said, I give him the benefit of the doubt until proven guilty. So they'll probably do more tests, and they'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, hilarious. Get the juice. The secret juice, that is. NYPD Union wants to use steroids here. Maybe the NYPD should use them. I've seen some of their officers, and I think some of them need to lose some serious weight. And maybe take something to perform your health. Why not? You shouldn't have the criminals being able to outrun you, if you know what I mean. Cathie Wood don't want your GS. I don't understand how they come up with the drug test 2 weeks after he had the fight. That's right. I don't understand it all. I didn't get to dive deep into it. I just saw the headlines, and everything on my X account right now is like Ryan Garcia tested positive, and then Ryan's trolling, and I got to get to the bottom of it. Have a great day, JB. Thumbs up to the shared on X. Thank you, GT. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is what it is. Fights are interesting. Lambo's sold out through 2026. Plenty of Nissans available. There you go. Cop yourself a new Nissan. I've done way dirtier things than that for free. I didn't know I'd get a Lambo. How you doing, JB? Feeling optimistic about the future? I think things are looking good Bitcoin-wise, but a little sketchy for the world-wise. We need some honest leaders. Agreed. And yeah, I'm always concerned about the state of the world. You know, when there's war and famine and all the craziness going on, I'm always concerned. I'm a concerned human being for the planet and for humanity. However, I am very optimistic for Bitcoin and very optimistic because we have Bitcoin. If we didn't have a money that separated the state from our currency, I'd be extremely perturbed and maybe pessimistic. The one and only Dirty, where you at? JV, do you remember when De La Hoya dressed in drag? Yeah, I've seen some of the leaked photos. I found De La Hoya and Canelo were going back and forth. Check the highlights from the recent press conference. I think it was yesterday. It was pretty entertaining. All we can do is be our best selves. That's right. You can't beat yourself up over the things that you cannot change. There's no benefit to it. So, I mean, keep that in mind. Soon we'll harvest energy from hurricanes to power Bitcoin. Let's go. 5 retweets today, a little better than usual. Thank you, Eric. And I saw you were right on top of it. Thanks for the retweet. Bitcoin 200 moving average, only go up. Bitcoin something. People should ignore the outside noise. Just let Bitcoin fly. Now we're talking. Cathie Wood's prediction record is 33%. Hey, I'll take that. That's a 1/3 chance. Let's go. Speaking of Cathie Wood, now for our feature story of the day. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest is predicting Bitcoin hitting 3.8 million per coin by the year 2030. That's with a 5% allocation from the major institutions. So let's break this baby down. Headline reads, Cathie Wood raises Bitcoin price target, says institutions may push Bitcoin to this astronomical level. Here's the latest report. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood reportedly raises her price target for Bitcoin based on an assumption of greater institutional investment in the top digital asset by market cap, which we call Bitcoin. According to the new report by Benzinga, Wood's latest prediction is that Bitcoin will soar to 3.8 million per Bitcoin by 2030. Wow, 6 years away, family. That's if institutions decide to allocate slightly more than 5% of their portfolios into Bitcoin. And speaking of portfolio diversification and allocation into the biddies, BlackRock published a report, I've covered it numerous times here on the pod, that their recommended Bitcoin allocation for an investment portfolio is 84.9%. Let that sink in, mofos. Just saying. The new Wood prediction made at the New York Investor Day in March increases her previous prediction by 2.3 million. Quoting her here. Last year, we put all of our bull case for Bitcoin. We put out our bull case, and it was 1.5 million. With this institutional green light that the US SEC has provided, kicking and screaming though it did, the analysis we have done is that if institutional investors would allocate a little more than 5% of their portfolios into Bitcoin, as we think they will over time, that alone would add 2.3 million to the projection I just gave you. So can you see a 3.8 million Bitcoin by 2030 with a 5% allocation from the institutions? Let me know. Now, Wood is referring to the SEC approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, which includes one operated by ARK. The ETFs, which launched back on January 11th, have attracted tens of billions of dollars in investments and are seen as the most successful launches in ETF history. The ETFs allow institutions to access the biddies. Now, if Wood's prediction turns out to be accurate, it would mean the Bitcoin would increase from its current value by more than 6,572% in about 6 years. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know your thoughts on Cathie Wood's latest updated prediction of a $3.8 million biddy. Now, again, that's based off of these institutions allocating 5% or more of their portfolios into Bitcoin, right? So hypothetically speaking, if they were to do 10%, we're talking, what, $7-8 million Bitcoin? Now, what if they actually did 85% as BlackRock suggested in their report? Holy moly. Now, personally, I think it's going to be not instant. I don't think all the major institutions just dump 5-10% of their assets under management into Bitcoin, but I think it'll be slow and gradually as well. And I think 5% is extremely conservative. I think everyone is going to want to be invested into Bitcoin and have exposure to the most greatest appreciating asset in human history, the only form of perfect money to ever exist in human history. What's the alternative, right? Where do you park your capital? In the apex predator, which is mathematically guaranteed to continue rising and purchasing power? Or do you park it in all these other alternative, currencies or stocks, or what are those other things? Bonds, the junk bonds and all that crap, which is destined to lose your purchasing power, right? Those who save in fiat currency, we have a name for those folks. What do we call them?
People that use fiat.
So don't use fiat as a store of value because, as Sailor would say, it's a melting ice cube. You're guaranteed to lose your purchasing power. So where are you going to park your capital? You park it in the king, Bitcoin.
Currency. We call them poor. We call them poor.
So 2030, and can you potentially see a multiple 7-figure Bitcoin sooner than 2030? Because with 3.8 million as her projection for 2030, that means we can hit 1 million a lot sooner than anticipated. Potentially this cycle, according to some analysts, stock to flow shows between 100,000 and a million between 2024 2028, right? We got the billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper predicting 250,000 this year in 2024. We got Samson Mao of Jan 3 projecting $1 million occurring this year, right? We got Max Kaiser, always bullish. What does he say? Short term, 200 and I forget the exact target, 220,000 short term, 1 million. Long term. And long term in crypto is like a year. Could be, right? Short term, maybe less than 90 days. So let me know your thoughts. Right now, we're sitting pumping over 2,000 on the day. We're sitting above 59,000. A modest 2x for this cycle is going to take us to 120,000. 6 figures inevitable this cycle, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts, family. Now, as a cycle peak, I can even see 750,000 occurring by next year. Can 1 million occur? Anything is possible. So I don't judge. I don't underestimate and none of that stuff. I understand Bitcoin has no top because the fact is fiat has no bottom. And if the dollar did happen to hyperinflate, as some economists are anticipating, Bitcoin could just go through the moon, right? Blow past your wildest imagination and all those targets, crazy targets we cover on the show here every day. It can happen sooner than later, but we don't know when it's going to happen. But one thing is for certain, Bitcoin will continue to rise because that's what Bitcoin does. For the past 15 years, the most astonishing chart that I have ever seen, and I'll have to pull it up. Maybe in tomorrow's episode, I'll pull it up. But we have basically the Bitcoin versus USD 15-year chart since the inception of Bitcoin. And the trend is clear. Bitcoin, dollar. Bitcoin goes up in USD. USD goes down in purchasing power. And that will continue. That trend is not going to end. The trend is your friend, and that trend will continue. It's just what it is. But anyways, let's check the chat. Welcome everyone joining us. The combination is still making my funds bleed on the Bitcoin dips. Word, it's not too late. If in 2029, Bitcoin can be $1 million. Yeah, realistically, Bitcoin can be $1 million by 2029. If I had to bet, that would be my year, I'd guess. However, I'm still open to the possibility of that happening a lot sooner. Hopefully it does. We'll soon see. Let's go. Shout out Good Shepherd. I'm about a third of the way of being a Satoshi billionaire. Shout out my Satoshi billionaires. When alt season, JV? I think alt season has been amongst us. When are we going to get a new alt season? Some say it's already here. Let's see. Obviously, the alts have been correcting alongside Bitcoin, but when Bitcoin breaks out and recaptures price discovery of 73.8, the alts tend to follow, and we'll have another alt season. I don't pay attention to the fiat price, just Satoshi value, and then we're rich in Satoshis here. Facts. Thank you, guys. Let's all prosper this time around. Amen, Bill Graper. Let's do it. Sooner the better. Stacking the cheddar. Cathie upped hers, now up yours. Hey, how dare you say up yours? I'm going to stick to what I got because I did up my target not too long ago because initially my target was 222 to 500 for the cycle peak. And then more recently, I upped it when we hit, I think it was mid-March, we hit 73.8 and we were hitting these targets sooner than expected. And I raised my target to 750. So for now, I'll stick to that target. However, you never know. Tomorrow I may come out and be like, yo, I had a dream. JV had a dream. Channeled Satoshi, and you never know. All I'm saying, 3D Bitcoin, let's go. My daughter made this. That's why I've been showing it on the stream. She wanted to make something 3D with her new marker set. So I said, make me a Bitcoin. And she made me a bitty. Can't go wrong there. It's a good conversation target. It can be seen as the mid-range. Exactly. Wet dream, says Rod. 6 months after the E-test will be exciting to see. Then 6 months after the halving will be even better. Tell them, Capital. That was hilarious. Up yours. I know. It's so disrespectful. Up yours. When Bitcoin hits 1 million, then 1 sat will be 1 penny and 100 sats will be $1. Boom, shakalaka. I see Bitcoin as an insurance. Might need it. Hopefully not. If not, you're welcome. There you go. JV should frame that biddy and put it on the wall. Agreed, Melda. That was actually what I was initially going to do. I thought she was going to make me like a paper, like a full sheet, and I was going to put it in a frame, but she cut it out and made me the actual coin, so I got to figure out how to frame that. Pretty cool. Or maybe I'll laminate it or something. Yeah, maybe with a laminator, and then that way it'll last forever. Kind of like my social security card that it says on the back, do not laminate. What did JV do like 20 years ago? Laminated his damn social security card. Well, guess what? It's in good shape because of the fact I freaking laminated it. Just saying. So don't disrespect the lamination. We need to get this laminated already is all I'm saying. I love your 3D Bitcoin. Thank you, Molly. I am not Satoshi. I was an engineer doing something else at home. Oh, word. I love your daughter's Bitcoin. Thank you so much. She'll appreciate that. I'll tell her the feedback. You guys dig it. Yeah, she made it in 3D. So that's why I asked. I'm like, why is there an X? And she said, that's the only way to get the 3D effect. You got to do it over the black. So you notice the neon? She made like a neon 3D effect. It's actually pretty lit. I dig it. Make stickers and put them in the merch store. Could do. We do have stickers in the merch store. Laminate this. Exactly. Get it laminated. It glows in the dark. Maybe it does. I don't even know. Maybe it does. I bet you tore the tag off your pillow too. No, I'm sure in the past I've cut tags off my pillows, but I leave them on now. It's the law. You got to follow the law. Can't take the tag off the pillow. I'm a sucker for stickers. Nice. The ones with daughter's art should be a few bucks more. Ultra rare. Agreed. She'll agree as well. These are definitely ultra rares. These stickers are like $20 each because it's not just a sticker. It's a Bitcoin. I mean, you rather pay $59,000 for a digital representation of a physical Bitcoin, or would you rather buy the physical Bitcoin for $20? All I'm saying. No brainer. Give her the money on the purchases. Smart. I'll put the Bitcoin in her wallet. Why does the government take so damn long to make decisions? Damn it. Because it's the government. JB, I was quoting the Japanese guy who claims he is not Satoshi. Oh, why his name is Satoshi Nakamoto. He wanted to clear his name. They were on the video of the YouTube. Yeah. I posted that on X. We got over 500,000 views. In fact, I think that's the most viral video I've ever posted on X. It was the real Satoshi Nakamoto being like investigated or clearing his name. Is actually quite hilarious. I smell NFT. I smell securities. NFT opportunity. Oh, are you saying this can be an NFT? Maybe I can tokenize this the same way Peter Schiff said he can tokenize his gold, put it in a safe. We'll sell fractional reserves of this Bitcoin. This is the real Bitcoin, by the way. The only real version. Do you believe he is the real Satoshi? No, he's not the real Satoshi. Well, he is. That's his name. So to say he's not the real Satoshi would be like an oxymoron. He is Satoshi, the real Satoshi, but is he the inventor of Bitcoin Satoshi is the $1 million question. When Bitcoin hits 6 figures, the world will ascend upon the Bitcoin like a locust. Send it. One house, 60 G's, baby.
60 G's, baby!
JV is the best show. Now we got to let the rest of the world know. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's a paper pointing at the NSA being Satoshi. The NSA. Well, some say the NSA invented Bitcoin. That is one of the theories. Hokey Wolf bought the dip and is celebrating. Shout out to the Hokey. Hokey Wokey. Appreciate it. Keep stacking them sats. Let's freaking go. You already know. Bitcoin's still maintaining, yo. We up 2 G's. Have her make some more stickers, but without the X. Maybe a bullseye. And then sell in the merch store and buy Bitcoin and put it in her cold wallet. I dig it, Bone Daddy. If they did, who cares? Sure backfired on their plan. Precisely. Oompa Loompa, anyone? I got a little Oompa Loompa for you.
Oompa Loompa, doompa-dee-doo. I've got another halving for you.
Thank you, Satoshi. We got the next halving. Thanks to the Oompas. JB, think we really hit the bottom this time, bruh? What do we hit? 56.5? Yeah, I'm optimistic. I think we hit the bottom at 56.5 for this correction. On my way from LA to Anaheim with the JV pod. Cheers, man. Safe traveling, Zach. Thank you. I am Satoshi. You are Satoshi. We're all Satoshi. Amen. We're all Satoshi. Spartacus, please stand up. I am Spartacus. No, I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I am Satoshi, if you know what I mean. Classic scene. I almost sold everything last night. No, I was drunk. Thank God I didn't. Are you for real, Bobby? Keep the liquor away from this man. If that's what happens when you get drunk, stay away from the liqueur. Mr. Bone Daddy, great movie. Exactly. I want the Satoshi movie. It should be called Satoshi. All about the invention of Bitcoin. I'm planting pumpkins today. Keep planting those pumpkins. I did that at a Starbucks one time. Everyone played along. It was epic. Are you talking about I am Spartacus?
Oompa Loompa, doompa-dee-dee. Less mining rewards, more scarcity.
Or you mean just your name? Like, I am Jennifer. I have my towel and I am ready for travel. Nice. Best part of a towel? Remember in the locker rooms as a young man? I don't even remember what that's called. But you get hit in the nuts and don't feel good. JB, did you see the 300 of the movie? Yeah, of course. When he kicks the guy down, that should be the meme. And Gary's the guy going down. Amen to that. Picture. That was the name, Spartacus, that I gave it to counter. That's hilarious, Jennifer. I am Spartacus. I can see everyone doing that right now. Snap. Pow. Yeah. You got to wet the end, too. Maybe under the sink, so it's a little heavy. You could also use a towel as like a nunchuck, of course. Bam! Shakalaka. Anyways, I'm having too much fun. I think we should move this stream to the Rumble. What do you think? Uncensored version of the pod. You guys ready? You guys ready? Let's go. For those new to the channel, we stream each and every day on YouTube and on Rumble. YouTube stream comes to an end. We continue the stream exclusive on Rumble for the uncensored version of the pod. I encourage you to head on over to Rumble right now. In fact, I command you to do so. So head on over to Rumble and let's get ready to rumble with the uncensored version of the podcast. I greatly appreciate y'all, and I'll be back here on the tube at 10 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, head on over to Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Peace.